Hello and welcome to Triumph Women Beating the Odds. My name is Okello Sharon Nagenjwa. Oh God, this is Triumph, and it is juice upon juice upon juice about what women are doing, and these things are remarkable. So if you're sitting at your house on your horses and thinking people are just moving around and lounging and women are still the women we thought they were, nope. Women are shattering glass ceilings. Women are breaking boundaries. And such a woman is who we're talking to today. Esther Olivia Nampiima is a dynamic Ugandan entrepreneur, humanitarian, and an author of The Waiting Place. With a passion for uplifting communities, she has made significant impact as a visionary founder of Soft Plan Financial Solutions and Esther Women Ministry International, which empowers women worldwide. She is also the leader of the Adolescents Prime Conversations Project, that is APCOP, and the founder of a High Realm Worship Ministries. Hey, Pastor.
Hey.
How are you?
Okay, how you doing?
I'm good. I love to see women breaking boundaries and doing things that we people never thought we would be doing.
Oh yeah, that's my passion too. I love to see women like that.
Wow. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So now you're in ministry, you're an author, you're a businesswoman. Girl, what ain't you doing?
Oh yeah, I'm doing everything by the grace of God, I should say.
Yes.
I'm one woman who believes in being a holistic woman. We have gotten away from women being in the kitchen.
Yes.
And as much as I'm in ministry, I believe that it is okay to be a powerful woman of God.
Before
but
we
also,
give them juice, hold up. Just a tiny little bit of an introduction from you.
Oh yeah. Okay, like my name is Esther Olivia Nampiima.
Yes.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an author. I'm a pastor.
Yeah.
And a women leader. Yeah.
How long have you been in this pastorship?
For now, I think it's coming to about 3 years now.
3 years.
Yes, but I've been like into ministry, but not pastoring per se.
Yes.
Yeah, but I've been in ministry, leading people in ministry here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
They say for when you see a good thing happening, there's a powerful story around it.
Oh yes.
So what's the story, Esther?
Oh yeah. My story. Where can I begin from? I have a lot of things that make up my story. Yeah. But one thing I know is that I have been inspired by a lot of things that have been happening in my life. I'm a girl who got my baby in my first year
of university.
Girl. Yeah.
I relate.
So from there, life made a turnaround.
Yes.
And then I began to see life in a different perspective altogether. I grew up in a born-again family.
Was it like a sort of situation that is like accepted? Because normally first year, people are not expecting it.
Of course, it was not.
Because you're one of, there are very many girls, like say Muslims most of the time. I have friends who have left senior 6 and boom, immediately vacation, they're married and they're having children. Was it that upside or was it upright?
Not upright.
Okay.
Upside.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and that's why it made a turnaround, because it was not planned. I was young, but altogether it was a good thing because I began to see life in a different perspective.
Yes.
I grew out of my shell. Like I began to see life differently.
Yes.
Of course, I had friends who turned away. Family and everything.
Oh, she's a spoiled girl.
Yeah.
She's wasted her life.
Exactly.
Her future is gone.
And now imagine you're coming from a staunch born-again family. My mom she was then the head of the women. My dad was head of the marrieds.
Yes.
My brother was the youth pastor. My sister was the worship team leader.
Yeah.
Me, I wasn't doing anything in church.
Yeah.
So I was the spoiled girl, in other words.
I was told not to even dare get into the choir. Oh, madam, please, you are not a youth anymore.
Oh,
yes,
no.
please, get away.
You know, that kind of stigmatization is what we go through. You reach a point where you don't know whether you are a youth or a woman.
Yes.
You don't want to relate with the mothers. You
Yes.
don't want to relate with the youths.
Yes.
They don't want you anywhere.
Yes.
You are in
the
a
youths
state
are
of...
judging because you don't fit. You're already a mommy.
Exactly.
And then the mothers are thinking, you're unmarried. you don't deserve. You're not worthy.
Yeah.
And you cannot. You're in your own zone. So now you have to look for teenage mothers to associate with.
Exactly.
Or young mothers, and which
which is very tough. But I'm one person who believes in myself. Like so much. I know I can build potential out of pieces.
Yes.
So I began to look at one person, and that was God.
Yes.
Life started to shape up, in a way that I cannot explain here. But I looked at God as the author and finisher of my faith.
Yes.
So I started to turn to Him and then turn away from the world.
Yes.
And I could only take in people who accepted me as I am. Then I believed in working for my money, So I determined, am I going to work and am I going to go understand this guy, So I picked up two things in my life. Like, I'm going to work, make money, and I'm going to love God because He has loved me at my lowest. When everybody is turning around, when everybody's turning away, He's the one that stood up for me. Yeah.
Okay. So, for you to start all this, where did this start from? Now we're getting to we're at the point where you're a mother at a very young age.
Oh, yeah.
So do you proceed with university? What happens?
I determined not to get out of school.
Okay.
First of all, I give it up to my dad.
Yes.
He never ceased to pay my tuition.
Yes.
Despite of my condition, he could still pay my tuition. So I continued with studying. And I graduated, and then...
And how were you handling the baby issues?
It was a tough moment. You could wake up to read books, and then the baby is crying.
Yes.
And then, mom is like, Yonso, mwana.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
And then then you are reading books, you have papers tomorrow and everything. But I have a very, very tough skin when I determine to do something.
Yes.
So I'm like, I'm going to do both.
Because I'm kind of relating to yours, because I finished giving birth today, and school was starting the next day.
Yes,
that means straight from hospital straight to school. Yeah,
it kind of relates with me because I gave birth on a Saturday and I had papers on Monday. So from that, the good thing, I never slept in hospital.
Yeah,
I went to the hospital, gave birth. In the evening, I'm back home.
Yeah.
And I'm reading for papers.
Okay.
So Monday, I'm in class doing papers. So that is how I made it through that period.
I wish this man knew the things that we go
I
through.
know, right? I know.
Yes.
So I'm now a mother.
Yes.
And I need to look up to making something out of life.
Yes.
I need to take good care of my children. I need to take good care of myself, because giving birth is not the end of the end of life.
Yes.
In fact, it's the beginning of another version.
It's actually the beginning of a purposeful life.
Exactly.
Yes.
A purposeful life. So I started to realize purpose.
Yes.
I knew I had responsibility over me. So I had to read my way to the top.
Okay.
I got out with a second upper degree. No retake.
Yeah.
So I get out of university and then I start to hustle.
Yes.
And then I hustle. Things are going up and down, taking a turn and coming back, but suddenly God was in the story. God was in the story. So I started business at 24 years. I started business. Soft Plan.
Yes.
Have we gotten there?
Please, yes.
Soft Plan was birthed from way back.
Yes.
I entered into the financial institution, but more to do with short-term loans. So that is where I started to discover myself with the business acumen that I possessed. I started to realize I can actually do these things. So I started slowly, by slowly, we are going to get to where you actually got there. Yes.
So it's a little amazing that the things that we go through in life sort of are like a stepping stone. So for whatever you are going through at this point in your life, I'm speaking to you, sister. kindly listen. Again, I repeat, for whatever you are going through in life, that is not the end of the road. Actually, it is the beginning of a life filled with purpose, because now you know where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and why you want to achieve it. We'll be right back after this break. So welcome back from that short break. I am still here with a very interesting guest, Olivia, an entrepreneur, pastor, an author. Oh, she is doing amazing work. And guess what? She is young. So young people out there, young women, older women, you just sit back and listen to this story, because it is all levels of inspiring. So Olivia, now we are going to where your business is starting slow and heading up.
Like, my name is Esther Olivia. I believe in being that Esther of the Bible, the queen. So I believe that as much as I had a pathetic story, I can make something beautiful out of it. So I began slowly, and then I got into employment there in between. I got into employment, but things were not really working out for me. I'm not an employment kind. I'm not an employment material. So later on, even the employment fell apart. Things were not really working out.
Employment material. How is, I want people to understand, because I want people to always know themselves. What does an employment material look like?
To me, an employment material is as a person that maybe that is used to can get used to waking up, going to work, 8 to 5, submit under authorities, be on pressure, send emails, work on time, and I'm not that kind. I realized I'm not the employment material, and I needed to gather funds and start something of my own. And I had gathered experience in these short-term loans. Surprisingly, if I tell you how much I had by the time I was deciding to start my own business,
how much was it?
It will blow you away.
How much?
I had 2 million on my account.
Okay.
I had 2 million. I had to pay for rent for my office, buy furniture, and start a business. So I opened up an office. I was able to negotiate with the landlord. So he told me, you can pay 2 months. It's okay. So I paid 2 months. I had to buy my small office table and a chair to begin with. My guests, my clients didn't have where to sit. But we have started. So my landlord gives me a small sofa. It's like, you can start with that one. So after everything, I think I remained with about 450,000.
Wow.
I'm beginning a money lending business. So I started to lend.
With the 400,000?
450,000.
Okay.
But I had built a clientele. So my clients knew me as a person, not even as a company that I was working for. So they could look out for me. What I did, I could give loans. I could get money somewhere. I could be like, can you help me with 700,000? Can you help me with this amount? Then I lend it to someone. And then when she pays back, I pay back. I think in 1 month of my beginning, I was able to make 700,000 as profits.
Wow.
So we have begun. Slowly, people started to give me some money. Just friends. You are starting a business. Oh, you can take this money, use it. What have you? And that is how I managed to grow Soft Plan Solutions to date.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So Soft Plan is basically or just money lending. Is it a microfinance now?
No, it's not yet a microfinance, but that's where we're looking at. We're heading there. For now, it does only short-term loans.
Now about your book.
My book, hey, The Waiting Place. That is a book that entirely talks about it. Life is about waiting. You get into a place where you wait, you receive, and you begin to wait for something else altogether. So waiting never ends. But the things that we wait for are the ones that keep changing. So my whole life, I have been in the waiting place, and I have seen circumstances that we face while we are waiting. Sometimes you get off course while in the waiting place, because sometimes waiting is too long, seems too long.
How long did it take you to write the book?
It took me 2 years, because I was busy with so many things.
Yes.
Yeah, so it took me from 2020 when we had COVID.
Yes.
So I began in during that time of COVID, and then it was ready by 2022.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
2022, and I launched it in 2023.
Yes.
Yeah, so waiting, in that book, I talk about the things that I was going through my whole time.
Yes.
I wish I could display my story, like all of it.
Yes.
But there were circumstances that I faced while I was waiting from one job to another. From being a mother to being an entrepreneur, from like all that time, the waiting.
Yes.
And there are people that we meet in the waiting place.
Yes.
I talk about them in that book. There are people that will encourage you, your cheerleaders. Then you'll find the coaches. They will want you to be in a certain way, act a certain way. Sometimes their coaching styles are harsh, but you pick out the points, the message. Then you'll find the spectators. They're there to watch you. What is she doing now? Oh, she got pregnant. Wedding. What is she up to now? They are just spectators in your life.
Yes.
Even up to now, we all have spectators.
That is true. Yes.
Then we have the team leaders. We have those. They are no. We have the they are teammates.
Yes.
They are colleagues. You are on the same level.
Yes.
You are going through the same things. We're probably workmates. Some of those people, sometimes they don't want you to leave their space, to go ahead of them.
Yes.
They will want you to keep there. Sometimes because of good intentions,
Yes.
and other times because of bad intentions.
Yeah.
They will love you to give them company. But I can't be giving you company. I have to elevate.
Yes.
I have to grow.
Yes.
So sometimes they will pull you down to stay at the same level,
Yeah.
or other times they will pray for you.
Yeah.
So the waiting place in that book, The Waiting Place, talks about all those aspects. And it talks about the biblical perception of waiting, talk about Jesus's waiting place, the temptations, everything, the words that you get to hear, the encounters, the challenges, all those are in the waiting place.
Yes.
But once you get out of that waiting place, you celebrate. It's like a training ground.
Yes.
It's a time of preparation. It's preparing you
For tomorrow. Yes.
And you need it, whichever circumstances it is treating you to. You're gonna need it because it will equip you for your success.
So the book, is it a commercial, or is it more of like I'm writing this for the people?
Okay, I was writing it for the people, but eventually I realized it can actually be commercial.
Money. Yes.
I was in Ghana in June, and they published it in Ghana. It did me very well.
Yes.
People were yearning for it. I realized, I can actually do this.
Yes.
So I started to get people also all over the world asking for it, and that is how we are getting it now on Amazon.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
It's turning into commercial.
So now it's on Amazon.
No, not yet, but we're doing it before this week ends.
Okay.
That's what we want to do.
So if you're going to speak to another young woman out there who has faced the same challenges that you have faced, what would you tell her right now?
Yeah, my fellow young women, I'm very excited to be speaking to you today, and I want to tell you, whichever way you are facing life, it's not the end of the road. I want you to pick up your tough skin and go face the world. I believe in being an Esther woman who forgets about her being orphan, but goes up to the topmost position of a woman in the palace. So whichever way life has treated us, life can beat you down, but it's not the end of the road. You can get up, you can become something of great importance, you can impact lives, you can impact actually nations, you can impact the world. Despite of your past, despite of your story, you are able to build potential out of pieces.
Wow, that's amazing. Building potential out of pieces. That is one word that I want all of you to go back with. I repeat, building potential out of pieces. Need I say more? You've had it all from Olivia, from her background, from how she suffered some adversity. She met some humps on the road, flew over them and is now shooting high. And even if she reaches a point and there's some more hams around there, there's still a way that we can always maneuver. So don't sit on that ham, jump over it, because this is what life is about. It's about moving. We are all in motion. My name is Okello Sharon Nagenjwa. You call me the girl from where I am. And don't forget to follow us on our socials at Triumph Women UG and at Girl from where I am. Until next Saturday, same time. Cheers.